my house, we got lots and lots of snow.
Oh.
And very cold. I'll show you. My husband had to go out and we had lots of snow, and he has a machine that cleans off the driveway and the sidewalk. And because we had so much snow, it canceled the schools. The kids couldn't go to school. So many children stayed home and made snowmen in the snow.
Ah, so good.
Yes. So, did you understand on your essay? That was a very good essay. Your thinking was very good. The only thing I had to correct was some grammar, but you did a very good job on the essay. Did you understand the corrections I made?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And I like it when you send things like that so that I can read it and help you. That was very nice.
Yeah.
And so are you still going to school? You go to school in the morning? Or you don't
today I have gone to school to do my test. Yeah, in the morning.
Then you have one more week and then you're off for test?
This Friday I will off.
Oh, okay. And then you go back after TET?
No, I finished my test, all the tests.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. And this year for TET, are you going to go anywhere?
No.
No.
We have to go to school next week.
Okay.
To know ASCAR.
But when it's TET, will you go visit any of your family, or will they come to visit you or anything?
No.
No, you'll just stay home.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Yes. Not a good time to travel. No. Okay, well, we will go over, let's see. Do you want to, let's see. Let's go over your questions that you sent. Do you have those there?
Yes.
Okay, let me. Okay. All right. I will read the question and then you read your answer, okay?
Okay.
What did Annemarie realize about her friend Ellen after Peter's visit?
Annemarie realized about her friend that Ellen is jealous.
Right. You would either say Ellen is a Jew or she is Jewish, okay? But since you put is, I put Jewish, okay? How did Annemarie know the Hirsches were not gone on a holiday?
She knew because people rarely went to the shores.
Right. Or you could say nobody went to the shore, but that was very good. People rarely went to the shore. What items were being rationed and why?
This is food, electricity, coffee, were all being rationed because of Sherman's took them away.
Right. And when you had put an apostrophe, so it would be we are, but you don't need that apostrophe when you do that. Okay. What happened to Mrs. Hirsch?
Her business got shut down because she was jealous.
Right. Why did the girls always take a different route to school?
Because there were Shermans on every corner.
Right. Explain the following sentence from page 25 of the novel. All Denmark must be bodyguards for the Jews, Annemarie said.
Annemarie said that because the Jewish people were being tormented.
Yes. Do you think the Jews were being treated fairly by the Germans? Why or why not?
No, I don't, because the Germans were closing many shops overseas, and this is the Germans' way of tormenting.
Yes. How did the Germans find out the names of the Danish Jews?
They went to the
Synagogue.
synagogue and
Yes,
got the
hard word.
list.
Right. Why was Kirsty upset when she and her mother returned from shopping? What was Ellen's solution to the problem?
Because her mother had bought her ugly shoes, Ellen's father could paint them back.
Right. Number 3, what were the booms and lights in the sky on Kirsty's birthday?
There was explosions from bombs.
Right. I made it a complete sentence. Okay, why was the Tivoli Gardens important to the Danes of Copenhagen?
It was where they wanted to dance and have fun, also because there were no Germans on every corner then.
Right. Why would Annemarie and Ellen need to pretend they were sisters?
Ellen was trying to hide from the Germans. If she got caught, she would be sent away.
Why do you think Annemarie lied when she said the shoes looked nice?
I think Annemarie lied because she didn't want to hurt Christie's feelings. Also, she needed new shoes.
Yes. Do you think it was a good idea for the Johansons to let Ellen stay with them? Explain your answer.
Yes, I do. I think staying with the Johansons afforded Ellen protections on top. It did with the family in danger.
Right. So that was very nice of them to be willing to protect her, because her parents we have probably gone away someplace to hide, and so they left Ellen with them. So now we will get to read. Many people were being taken away and many people were killed. Many Jewish people were killed in this time. And so many of them were being taken away. And so a lot of the people hid them so that they wouldn't be found and couldn't be taken away. Okay? Okay, so let's start reading chapter 5.
Okay. Who is the dark-haired one? Do you really think anyone will come? Ellen asked nervously, turning to Annemarie in the bedroom. Your father doesn't think so. Of course not. They're always threatening stuff. They just like to scare people. Annemarie took her nightgown from a hook in the closet. Anyway, if they did, it would give me a chance to practice acting. I'd just pretend to be Liz. I wish I were taller, hard. Ellen stood on
Taller though.
Oh. Ellen stood on tiptoe, trying to make herself tall. She laughed at herself, and her voice was more relaxed. You were praised as the drag queen in the school play last year, Annemarie told her. You should be an actress when you grow up. My father wants me to be a teacher. He wants everyone to be a teacher like him. But maybe I could convince him that I should go to acting school. Ellen stood on tiptoe again and made an imperious gesture with her arm. "I am the Dark Queen," she intoned dramatically. "I have come to command the night." "You should try saying, 'I am Liz Johansson,'" Annemarie said, grinning. "If you told the Nazis that you were the Dark Queen, they'd haul you off to a mental institution." Ellen dropped her actress pose and sat down, with her legs curling under her, on the bed. "Did one really come here, do you think?" she asked again. Annemarie shook her head. "Not in a million years." She picked up a hairbrush. The girls found themselves whispering as they got ready for bed. There was no need really to whisper. They were, after all, supposed to be normal sisters, and Papa had said they could giggle and talk. The bedroom door was closed, but the night did seem, somehow, different from a normal night. And so they whispered, "How did your sister die, Annemarie?" Ellen asked suddenly. "I remember what had happened, and I remember the funeral."
Funeral.
Funeral. It was the only time I had ever been in a
Lutheran.
Lutheran church, but I never knew just what happened. "I don't know exactly," Annemarie confessed. "She and Peter were out somewhere together, and then there was a telephone call that there had been an accident. Mama and Papa rushed to the hospital. Remember? Your mother came and stayed with me and Christy." Christy was already asleep, and she slept right through everything. She was so little then. But I stayed up, and I was with your mother in the living room when my parents came home in the middle of the night, and they told me Liz had died. I remembered it was raining," Alice said sadly. "It was still raining the next morning when Mama told me. Mama was crying, and the rain made it seem as if the whole world was crying." Annemarie finished brushing her long hair and handed her hairbrush to her best friend. Ellen undid her braids, flipped her dark hair away from the thin gold chain that wore around her neck, the chain that held the Star of David, and began to brush her thick curls. "I think it was partly because of the rain. They said she was hit by a car. I suppose the streets were slippery, and it was getting dark, and maybe the driver just couldn't see." Annemarie went on, remembering. Papa looked so angry. He made one hand into a fist, and he kept pounding it into the other hand. I remember the noise of it. Slam, slam, slam. Together they got into the white pit and pulled up the covers. Annemarie blew out the candle and drew the dark curtains aside so that the open window near the bed let in some air. "See that blue trunk in the corner?" she said, pointing through the darkness. "Lots of little things are in there, even her wedding dress. Mama and Papa have never looked at those things, not since the day they packed them away." Ellen sighed. "She would have looked so beautiful in her wedding dress." She had such a bright smile. "I used to pretend that she was my sister too." "She would have like that," Annemarie told her. "She loved you." "That's the worst thing in the world," Ellen whispered. "To be dead so young. I wouldn't want the Sherman to take my family away to make us live someplace else. But still, it wouldn't be as bad as being dead." Annemarie leaned over and hugged her. "They won't take you away," she said. "Not your parents either. Papa promised that they were safe, and he always keeps his promise, and you are quite safe here with us." For a while they continued to murmur in the dark, but the murmurs were interrupted by the yawns. Then Ellen's voice stopped. She turned over and in a minute her breathing was quiet and slow. Annemarie stared at the window where the sky was outlined and a tree branch moved slightly in the breeze. Everything seemed very familiar, very comforting. Dangers were no more than our imaginings, like the ghost story that the children made up for to frighten one another. Things that couldn't possibly happen. Annemarie felt completely safe here in her own home, with her parents in the next room and her best friend asleep beside her. She yawned contentedly and closed her eyes. It was hours, but still dark. When she was awake abruptly by the pounding on the apartment door.
Okay, we'll stop there and you can finish reading the rest of that chapter. And then tomorrow we'll read chapter 6, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and I will see you tomorrow and you sleep well.
Yeah, thank you so much. You too. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.